kind of souvenir you don't want anymore, creased and crinkled by the weight of time, searching for a reason in a nursery rhyme.
One little spark could turn it all to ash in the sudden light of a lightning flash. I'm made of fiber and a thin white ink, standing on a ledge where the spirits sink. Don't squeeze too tight or the edges might tear, floating away on a breath of chilly air. It's just a paper heart, fragile and thin, keeping the cold from the hollow within. Handle with care if you want it to last, a brittle reminder of a beautiful past. I got the calligraphy of every scar, written by the movement of a falling star. Water would dissolve the words I bled, leaving only blank white sheets instead. The wind is blowing through the open gate, tempting the fingers of an unkind fate. But paper can be stronger than the steel, if you believe in the way that it can feel. Ink is the blood of a writer's lonely soul, trying to make the fragmented story whole. It's just a paper heart, fragile and thin, keeping the cold from the hollow within. Handle with care if you want it to last, a brittle reminder
across the valley where the light is spread.
A textile woven by the cooling breeze,
above the silhouettes of willow trees.
I'm drifting through this lavender expanse,
giving my weary heart a second chance.
The atmosphere is soft against my face,
a giant canvas in the depths of space.
no jagged seams or rough-edged lines today,
Just a seamless vault where the planets play. Oh, underneath the satin sky so wide, there's nowhere left for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you.
I've seen the thunder and the lightning strike,
The kind of fury that a man might like,
but now I crave the smoothness of the sheen,
a quiet beauty that is felt and seen.
the stars and needles piercing through
Through the cloth, attracting spirits like a silver moth.
the texture of the night is cool and deep.
Watching the city as it falls to sleep,
Wrap the horizon in a silk embrace,
wiping the worry from every human face. Oh, underneath the satin sky so wide,
there's nowhere left
for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you.
It doesn't matter if the sun goes down,
Or if the shadows overtake the town,
this canopy of light will never fray.
keeping the heavy-hearted ghosts at bay.
Silk
And air,
peace,
everywhere. Underneath the satin sky so wide,
there's nowhere left
for a soul to hide. A shimmering glow on a world of blue, touching the edges of me and you. Satin sky
stay a while.
across the final mile, soft and blue. Footprints frozen in a sea of silent white. Tranquility is heavy in the middle of the night. No atmosphere to carry the sound of a cry, just the empty hollow of an endless black sky.
I'm kicking up the powder of 1,000 falling stars, light years away from the Mercury and Mars. The gravity is gentle, a feather on the chest. Finally the traveler can find a place to rest, weightless and wandering through the cosmic debris, searching for a shore on a crater-filled sea. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear. Yeah. I've looked back at the planet, a marble of blue, thinking of the chaos that we put each other through. But up here the silence is a holy kind of thing. Listen to the vacuum and the song it doesn't sing. Fine gray velvet on the ridges of the dark, waiting for the ignition of a celestial spark. My shadow is a giant on the desolation plain, far beyond the reaching of the sorrow and the rain. The sun is just a beacon in the distance so far, guided by the vibration of a prehistoric star. Lunar dust, silver and so cold, a story of the universe that's never been told. Glittering on the surface of a lonely spinning sphere, wiping out the memory of every human fear. Leave no trail behind you, let the traces disappear into the vastness of the ancient frontier. Floating slow, nowhere to go.
shredded and the ropes are all frayed by the heavy-duty games that the ocean has played. I'm standing at the mast with a needle and a thread, thinking of the voyage and the distance ahead.
I've weathered the gale and I've survived the typhoon, underneath the gaze of a blood-colored moon.
My ship is a wreck, but the spirit is sound, even if the destination is never to be found. Patch the holes with courage and the fabric of the heart, ready for the moment when the journey has to start. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or two.
I've seen the grand vessels with the silk and the gold sinking to the bottom where the water is cold.
But the humble little schooner with the scars on the side is the only one capable of turning the tide.
The wind doesn't care if the cloth is so clean,
It only wants the power that is felt and unseen. I'll hoist up the remnants of the blue and the gray and find my orientation in the middle of the spray. The horizon is calling with a voice like a bell, a story of survival that we're finally gonna tell. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or two. Final chapter of the voyage begin, flapping loud above the cloud. It's a tattered sail, catching all the wind, where the ending of the struggle is about to begin. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be new, to carry the weight of a dreamer or to sail on through the night into the morning light. Tattered sail. hanging heavy on the spider's silver lace. The sun is just a ghost with a pale and hidden face. I'm walking through the vapors of a dream that wouldn't end, looking for the silhouette of a long-lost friend.
The hills are wrapped in cotton, the valley's in a shroud. I'm standing in the center of a low-lying cloud.
The dampness is a comfort, a chill upon the skin,
before the noisy business
of the daylight can begin.
Everything is muffled,
every color is a blur,
like the soft vibration
of a secret being whispered to her in the misty morning, where the edges disappear. Nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. A beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere.
I've spent my life in neon, I've spent my life in glare, but I prefer the mystery
of the moisture in the air. It's a natural protection from the harshness of the view. Everything is ancient and everything is new.
The trees are tall cathedrals in the middle of the haze,
lost inside the rhythm of these slow and quiet days. I'll brew a pot of herbal tea and sit upon the stone, feeling quite connected while I'm standing all alone.
the barometer is falling as the temperature descends
in this liquid garden where the horizon starts and ends. In the misty morning, where the edges disappear, nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. A beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding everywhere.
Wait for the evaporation
Of the heavy-hearted gray,
but don't be in a hurry
to chase the fog away.
The clarity is overrated,
The sharpness is a lie. Better just to wander underneath the milky sky. Soft, white, gentle light in the misty morning,
where the edges disappear.
nothing is quite certain, nothing is quite clear. A beautiful deception of the light and of the air, finding all the magic that is hiding steel and transparency rising through the air,
leaving the gravity
of every little care.
The city is shrinking
like a toy on the floor as we climb toward the ceiling of a million-story door.
I'm looking through the walls at the world down below, watching the ants and the traffic light glow. It's a vertical journey in a crystalline box, breaking the chains and the heavy-duty locks.
Going up, going higher than the eagles can fly, touching the belly of the electric blue sky. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream.
The lobby is a memory, the street is a ghost. I'm heading for the summit where I'm needed the most.
No stops in the middle, no buttons to press, escaping the pressure and the modern day stress.
The clouds are rushing past like a high-speed train,
washing the windows of the sorrow and the rain.
I can see the curvature of the earth's lonely face
from the silent comfort of this elevated space. Don't look down, just look at the view. Everything's changing and everything's new. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream. Of a mechanical will, going up to the top. In a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in for a decade or more. The ivy is climbing up the handle and the door. It's stuck in a position of welcome and away, in the middle of the garden where the shadows like to play.
I've got a jar of oil and a heavy iron key, trying to unlock the part of you
that's still in me.
But the metal is stubborn and the hinges are tight, fighting against the pressure and the fading of the light. A little bit of friction, a little bit of grit, a heart that's grown weary of the fire and the pit.
It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky.
The corrosion is a witness to the salt in the air, the residue of silence
and the ghost of a prayer.
I can hear the metal groaning as I lean against the wood,
wishing I could change the things I never understood.
Let the weather do its work
On the copper and the tin,
let the wilder flowers
find a way to grow within.
We don't need to force it,
We don't need to break the lock,
just listen to the turning of the ancient inner clock.
the red dust of time is a beautiful stain, a story written clearly by the wind and by the rain. It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try, underneath the ceiling of the heavy violet sky.
Once it used to swing with a simple, easy grace,
When we were the rulers of this hallowed little place, now it's just a barrier, a boundary of rust, turning every promise into particles of dust. Creak and groan,
all on its own.
It's a rusty latch on a forgotten garden gate, guarding all the secrets that we left to navigate. Give it one more pull, give it one more try,
is exposed, rusty latch.
The hearth is cold and the logs have turned to ash. A ghostly glow from a long forgotten flash. I'm blowing on the grave with a desperate kind of breath, looking for a pulse in the middle of this death.
One tiny orange eye is staring from the soot, tangled in the shadows at the chimney, soot Blackfoot. It's a stubborn little survivor of the massive roaring blaze, a flicker of the passion from our incandescent days.
Feeding it with whispers in the dry leaves of the fall, trying to paint a light upon the darkening bedroom wall. It's a cinder spark dancing on the edge, a glowing little promise, a microscopic pledge. Not enough to burn the house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day.
I've seen the forest fire and the furnace of the mill, but the power of the small thing is a greater kind of thrill.
It doesn't need a mountain, it doesn't need a pyre to carry all the essence of a holy ancient fire.
The winter's at the window
and the frost is on the glass,
watching all the heavy-hearted
icy moments pass.
I'll shield it with my palm
from the draft beneath the door, until the warmth is spreading across the wooden floor. The smallest bit of courage is the brightest thing of all, standing in the wreckage where the giant timbers fall. It's a cinder spark dancing on the edge, a glowing little promise, a microscopic pledge. Not enough to burn the house, but enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day. It's the only bit of magic that we're allowed to keep. Nurture the vibration, celebrate the tiny glow in the secret places where the embers like to grow. Glow, fade,
the choice we made.
It's a cinder spark dancing on the edge, a glowing little promise, a microscopic pledge. Not enough to burn the house, but enough enough to see the way to the early morning borders of a resurrecting day. Keep it alive,
wait for the fire to arrive.
cinder spark. Moving in a line that is straight and true, but the destination is completely out of view. Parallel to everything I used to know. Watching the seasons in the garden grow.
I'm a constant motion in a single plane, ignoring the pleasure and ignoring the pain.
Velocity is steady and the path is clear, leaving the wreckage of the yesteryear. No turning back to the left or the right, chasing the horizon through the neon light. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
The geometry of life is a cruel design when you're stuck on the border
Of a finish line, I've been a circle
and I've been a square.
now I'm just an arrow in the chilly air. The perspective is narrow, but the focus is sharp. Listen to the tension on the electric harp. Don't look at the houses or the passing trees, just follow the scent of the salty seas. Momentum is a ghost that will never sleep. Promises are easier for a drifter to keep. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to gray. A constant vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load.
this long distance trek?
Or are we just echoes that are never coming back?
The mathematics of the soul are quite complex,
Wondering exactly
what is coming up next.
keep moving, keep straight, don't hesitate. In a linear drift, sliding through the day, watching the colors as they turn to vibration in the middle of the road, carrying a heavy and a hidden load, drifting on until the dawn is gone, linear flow. Lying in the moss, where the dampness starts to seep, secrets in the timber that the forest used to keep.
The sinner has been eaten by the insects and the time.
A weathered sanctuary in the middle of the prime.
I'm a fallen giant with a belly full of air, echoing the whispers of a long forgotten prayer.
The bark is thick and rugged, but the heart is gone away. Just a shell of timber in the cooling of the day, resonating loudly with the thunder and the rain. A wooden resonator for the pleasure and the pain. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghost in the quiet places where we needed the most.
I've used it as a bridge across a muddy little stream, walking on the fragments of a prehistoric dream.
It's stronger than it looks and it's older than it seems,
Held together only by the sunlight and the beams.
The squirrels and the foxes have a kingdom in the dark, sheltered from the furnace of a summer-scented spark. I'll sit upon the surface and I'll listen to the ground, tracing all the ripples of a subterranean sound. Empty, but it's heavy with the wisdom of the earth, a cavern of a spirit for a monumental birth. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghosts in the quiet places where we needed the most. up on the side, a place for all the memories and the honesty to hide. It doesn't need a blossom and it doesn't need a leaf to be the perfect vessel for a temporary grief. Thump, thump, over the hump. It's a hollow log, a drum for the wind, where the ending of the story is about to begin. Nothing on the inside but the shadows and the ghosts in the quiet places where we're needed the most. Wooden drum, listen to it hum. Hollow log, a dark brown circle on the table made of pine, a signature of sorrow from a bottle of the wine. Or maybe it's the bourbon that we shared until the dawn, a messy little map of a love that's mostly gone. I've tried to scrub the wood with a rag and with some lye, but the memory is stubborn and it refuses to die. It's soaked into the grain, it's soaked into the soul, a permanent reminder that I'm no longer whole. Amber residue of a late night mistake, the heavy-hearted morning and the spirits that break. It's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire, left behind the ashes of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away. Mark of the midnight in the middle of the day. I remember how the glass looked shimmering and bright before the liquid courage turned into a bitter fight. Every sip was a promise that we didn't mean to keep. Now we're just two shadows in a house that's half asleep. The wood has absorbed all the secrets we spilled, every hollow dream and every wish that we killed. It's a rustic calligraphy, a narrative of thirst, finding out exactly which one of us was cursed. One more drink for the road that we're never gonna take, in the silence of the room where the morning begins to wake. It's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire, left behind the ashes of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away. The mark of the midnight in the middle of the day. the spirit and the moth. It's a trophy of the battle, it's a medal of the fall, written on the furniture and written on the wall. Brown rain, bitter thing. It's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire,
left behind the ashes
of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away. The mark of the midnight in the middle of the day.
let it
Stay there
in the
chilly air,
whiskey.
stain. The anchor drops with a muffled, heavy thud. Beneath the surface of the harbor's silver mud.
No more white caps, no more
Salt upon the skin. Finally the stillness of the heart can begin.
I've wrestled with the gale and the hurricane's roar,
Searching for the outline of a friendly shore.
my sails are tattered,
And my hull is turning gray.
but I found a sanctuary
Inside of the bay, the lighthouse is resting, its work is finally done, waiting for the arrival of the morning sun. In the quiet harbor, where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head
Upon the wooden deck, no more heavy chains around a sailor's neck.
The ropes are creaking in a rhythmic kind of song to the places in the distance where we used to belong. The gulls are sleeping on the tops of the poles,
Guarding the secrets of our travel-worn souls.
the tide is rising in a slow and steady creep.
Folding the village into a dream, heavy sleep.
I'll light a candle in the cabin of a boat,
And write a final letter that I'll never have to float.
the stars are reflecting
In the mirror of the deep, promises we're finally allowed to keep. In the quiet harbor, where the water is still, safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
Rest your weary head
Upon the wooden deck, no more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. but here the atmosphere
is mellow and divine. No more navigation, no more looking at the stars,
healing the bruises and
the deep-seated scars.
hush the water, calm the daughter
In the quiet harbor,
where the water is still,
safe from the hunger,
safe from the hunger and the winter's chill.
rest your weary head.
Rest your weary head upon the wooden deck. No more heavy chains around a sailor's neck. Drop the heavy load,
No more
open road, quiet harbor. Steel and transparency rising through the air, leaving the gravity of every little care. The city is shrinking like a toy on the floor as we climb toward the ceiling of a million-story door.
I'm looking through the walls at the world down below, watching the ants and the traffic light glow.
It's a vertical journey in a crystalline box,
Breaking the chains and the heavy-duty locks.
going up, going higher than the eagles can fly, touching the belly of the electric blue sky in a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream, a silver reflection in a vertical stream.
The lobby is a memory, the street is a ghost. I'm heading for the summit where I'm needed the most. No stops in the middle, no buttons to press, escaping the pressure and the modern day stress.
The clouds are rushing past like a high-speed train, washing the windows of the sorrow and the rain. I can see the curvature of the earth's lonely face from the silent comfort of this elevated space. Don't look down, just look at the view. Everything's changing and everything's new in a glass elevator, suspended in the light, ascending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast
mechanical wheel.
Going up to the top. Going up
To the top in a glass elevator. Suspended in the light. Sending the tower in the middle of the night. Smooth as a whisper and fast as a dream. A silver reflection in a vertical stream. Higher and higher, leaving the fire. Glass elevator. Tangled in the gravel and the heavy-duty clay, far below the surface of the optimistic day. There's a sharp taste and juice in the fiber and the vein, sucking up the essence of the sorrow and the rain. I dug into the garden just to see what I could find. A knot of dark intention in the cellar of the mind. It's a stubborn kind of plant that refuses to be killed, growing in the places where the liquid has been spilled. The flower might be pretty, but the source is very deep, waking up the demons that were meant to stay asleep. It's a bitter root gripping on the stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists and it turns in the darkness of the soil, the product of a lifetime in a prehistoric toil. I've tried to pull it out with a shovel and a chain, but it's anchored to the bedrock and the center of the brain. You have to learn to live with the flavor of the bile if you wanna walk the distance of the extra little mile. There's a tonic in the poison if you measure it just right, to help you find the courage in the middle of the fight. It's the medicine of honesty, the therapy of grit, a slow burning fire in the center of the pit. Everything that's beautiful has a dark and dirty star deep inside the chambers of a monumental heart. It's a bitter root gripping on the stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists and it turns in the darkness of the soil, the product of a lifetime in a prehistoric toil.
It's a bitter root gripping on the stone, the hardest kind of wisdom that a human's ever known. It twists and it turns in the darkness of the soil, the product of a lifetime and a prehistoric toil. Bitter taste, don't let it go to waste. Root it down. A dark brown circle on the table made of pine, the signature of sorrow from a bottle of the wine.
Or maybe it's the bourbon that we shared until the dawn.
A messy little map of a love that's mostly gone.
I've tried to scrub the wood with a rag and with some light, but the memory is stubborn and it refuses to die.
It's soaked into the grain,
It's soaked into the soul,
a permanent reminder
that I'm no longer whole. The ember residue of a late night mistake,
the heavy heart and mourning and the spirits that break.
it's a whiskey stain,
A ring of spent desire,
left behind the ashes
of a cold and dying fire.
You can't hide the
Evidence, you can't wash it away.
the mark of the midnight
In the middle of the day.
I remember how the glass looked, shimmering and bright, before the liquid courage turned into a bitter fight.
Every sip was a promise that we didn't mean to keep.
Now we're just two
Shadows in a house that's half asleep.
The wood has absorbed all the secrets we spilled,
Every hollow dream and every wish that we killed. It's a rustic calligraphy, a narrative of thirst, finding out exactly which one of us was cursed.
one more drink for the road that we're never gonna take.
In the silence of the room where the morning begins to wake, a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire,
Left behind the ashes
of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away. The mark of the midnight in the middle of the day. furniture and written written on the wall. Brown ring, bitter thing. It's a whiskey stain, a ring of spent desire,
left behind the ashes
of a cold and dying fire. You can't hide the evidence, you can't wash it away. The mark of midnight in the middle of the day. Let it stay there
in the chilly air.
Whiskey I was drifting on the current of a restless, angry sea, looking for a wave that could finally steady me. Then I found a fabric that was heavy and so deep, holding down the promises that I wanted to keep.
It doesn't have a chain, and it doesn't have a hook. It's the kind of stability that you won't find in a book.
A soft-touch foundation in the middle of the storm, something to keep the shivering spirit safe and warm.
The ocean can be violent,
the tide can be a thief,
but we found a remedy for the gravity of grief.
It's a velvet anchor sinking through the blue, holding me to the earth, holding me to you. Soft enough to cushion, strong enough to stay, keeping us from drifting into the far and away.
I've been a runaway, I've been a rolling stone, searching for a comfort that I'd never really known.
But this plush vibration is a sanctuary of sound, rooting all my restless parts deep into the ground.
The texture is a mercy
on the jagged edge reef,
from momentary silence,
a permanent relief.
I'll wrap my heart in purple
and I'll sink it to the floor.
I don't need to wander through the alleys anymore.
The depth is not a prison, the weight is not a cage,
just a quiet ending to a chaotic old page.
Just a velvet anchor sinking through the blue, holding me to the earth, holding me to you. Soft enough to cushion, strong enough to stay, keeping us from drifting into the far voices bouncing off the brick and the cold steel, telling us exactly how the lonely people feel. A shout in the alleyway becomes a distant hum, waiting for the answers that never seem to come.
I sang a song to the ghost of the boulevard,
finding that the concrete is unforgivingly hard.
my melody returned with a hollow metallic ring,
like a broken bird that has forgotten how to sing.
the vibration lingers
In the tunnels of the night,
long after the fading
of the last electric light. It's an urban echo, repeating every name, in a city where the players and the rules remain the same. A ghost in the frequency, a ripple in the air, searching for a witness who is no longer there.
I heard my guitar weeping from a rooftop far away,
An imitation of the things I didn't mean to say.
the sound waves are traveling through the smog and the rain,
Mapping out the borders of the pleasure and the pain.
the sirens are acquiring the distance so deep,
Waking up the memories that were meant to stay asleep.
I'm whispering a secret to the shadow on the wall,
Watching it reverberate through the empty hall.
a sonic signature written on the wind,
The ending of the story where the silence should begin. It's an urban echo, repeating every name, in a city where the players and the rules remain the same. A ghost in the frequency, a ripple in the air, searching for a witness who is no longer there.
don't speak too loud,
Or you'll hear yourself again.
the cycle of the city,
Is a wheel of wear and wind,
it's a mirror made of sound,
a glass of pure vibration,
the haunting of a lonely and a weary-eyed nation.
Where did the time go? It's an urban echo,